Welcome to Sinter Klausen Christmas Markt in Germantown, Wisconsin. Please come in.
Welcome inside Sinter Klausen Christmas Markt. My name is Joni Blau-Morsi.
And I'm John Blau.
And before we begin the tour of the shop, I'm going to turn it back over to John to give you a little bit of history on the shop.
Thanks, Joan. Sinter Klausen was founded in 1988 by our mom, Irene Blau. Her vision for Sinter Klausen was formed based on her lifelong interest since she was a child in Christmas, Advent traditions, and the 300-year history in Germany of Christmas traditions. The vision became a reality when in 1986, my mom and I traveled to Germany to visit the Christkindl markets in Munich, Nuremberg, and Rothenburg, and also visit the world-famous traditional Christmas store, Kathy Wohlfahrt's in Rothenburg. And as you can tell from the if you are familiar with Kathy Wohlfahrt's, the design of our shop is based on the Kathy Wohlfahrt shop. Joan?
As people walk into the shop, we have set up the shop to depict a number of different themes. They come in, they see the patriotic tree. We open July 1st. We have Christmas in July. We have Christmas in July sales. And it's a great way to celebrate the holiday and to celebrate our U.S. patriotism. The glass that you see on the tree primarily is Inga glass. Inga glass is our number one line in German glass. There are other German ornaments that we carry as well, along with the nutcrackers that kind of go along with the theme. Right here you will see the Uncle Sam. These are Steinbach. Very, very, very desirable, very collectible. And I'm going to turn it over to John to give a little bit more history on Steinbach as we move through the shop. Next thing that people see is what we call our woodland tree. All of the ornaments focused by the woodland Santa, which again is another Inga glass ornament. And if you look very carefully at his face, Inga has coupled with Hummel painters. There are a few Hummel painters that do what they call life touch faces. Very different from some of the other faces on other ornaments. As we go through the shop, we'll note those differences. But this is a beautiful depiction of a German tree with all of the woodland creatures, the birds and the owls, the mushrooms, sign of good luck, lots of mushrooms, acorns, all of the things that you might find in nature. As we continue to move down, the next themed tree is what we call our German tree. On this tree you will find lots of very, very, very traditional German pieces. Down here we have the Christmas attire, the Christmas dirndl and lederhosen, the cuckoo clock. Absolutely stunning detail you'll find on an ornament like that. Gingerbread is also very traditional German. Oktoberfest, beer steins. We have a number of those. The Bavarian heart. When people look at this tree, it's usually people that have been to Germany, have very strong German roots, that are able to identify with these ornaments in particular. Back here, I do have to note this one. This is a Christkindl market ornament. And on top, you'll see that red and white striped awning, which is something that we will see when we move into the next room. one of those carts with all of the product being sold. This one has Inga glass ornaments in it. Edelweiss, which is the flower of Germany. We definitely need to have that in our collection. Pretzels, German pretzels. Yum, 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 yum. We not only do German tradition as we move to the next tree, we do Irish. We celebrate the Irish. We celebrate sports. We celebrate flowers, gardeners. We celebrate coffee. And these are all small trees that you will find in our shop.
Wooden products, the Christmas wooden products. We'll talk a little bit about the nutcrackers at Sinter Klausen that we carry. But first, a bit of the history on the nutcrackers themselves. You know, it's the German Erzgebirge region of Germany that it's a low mountainous area, dense with lavish forests and scenes and scenic with clear streams. There were natural resources, and the skills and heritage of the villagers led to the development of superbly crafted wooden items. The Erzgebirge, which translates into ore mountains, was a mining area and as early as the 13th century. When the precious minerals were exhausted, the miners turned to making simple wooden toys for their livelihood. They used the abundant supply of linden wood from the surrounding forests and harnessed the power of the streams to turn wood lathes and saws to produce their toys and figures. As centuries passed, their craft became more refined and well known. Today, their wooden products are among the finest in the world. They include delicate pyramids, stately nutcrackers, smoking men, toys, collectible figurines, wooden music boxes, and other articles. So that's a bit of the history. As you can see here, we carry a wide variety of nutcrackers and wooden men. This is a Steinbach here from their Christmas Legends series. These can take, the Steinbach nutcrackers can take up to 275 steps to make. And Steinbach has a 200-year history with much of their sales in the United States. Over here we have Christian Obrucht nutcrackers from the Tchaikovsky's Nutcracker with Herr Drosselmeyer and Clara, to the Prince over here and others. Further down we have smoking men, a very long tradition in Germany of burning incense inside the smokers to elicit that Christmas atmosphere. And some of these are KWO. And then further in, you can see the different types, the different themes. We have sporting figures, fishermen, soccer players, golfers. Of course, up on the top, the Santa smokers. A great traditional item to have in your home. To continue on nutcrackers and Steinbach ornaments in general, we have a tree here featuring many different Steinbach mini ornaments with the various different themes and character. Everything from, of course, Santa Claus here to gardeners, chefs. Here's a mouse from the Nutcracker Suite, the Mouse King, and you can see the detail even in these small ornaments. And over to the right in our shop, we have mini nutcrackers and additional ornaments here. You can see from the boxes here, Steinbach puts their mini ornaments together in a series. This one's the Christmas Carol, Bob Cratchit. This is Scrooge himself, I believe, and that's Mrs. Cratchit. And many of these are signed by the Steinbach family. In this case, Carla Steinbach signed the box that holds the three ornaments. And above here, the mini nutcrackers, with many of them available in the tall 18-inch nutcrackers, which, by the way, take up to 270 different steps to make. These probably not so many, but various themes here: Phantom of the Opera, Pear Tree. This is a Santa Claus here. Many of these are the Santa Clauses in different countries. The Russian Santa. Here's a Dutch Sinterklaas. So that's a bit of the smaller nutcrackers and ornaments that Steinbach makes.
Before we leave this room and move to the next room, there's one more area that I think we need to highlight, and it's right here. This is our babies area. Many people are coming in looking for that first Christmas ornament for that child, for the grandchild, or even a great-grandchild. And we try to carry a good selection of first baby ornaments because they will become the future collectors of the German glass, the future collectors of the German nutcrackers or ornaments or smokers. I'm going to move us into the other room and we will start the tour again. As we come into the next room, we will be featuring the carts, the traditional Christkindl market carts with the striped awnings, and then the 3 levels of glass ornaments, always topped with the birds. Birds are one of the hardest of the German glass ornaments to blow. Usually they are done by master glass blowers. And some of the reasons why are these long, thin noses, or on this type of ornament, this swan-like neck. Those are all free, mouth blown, and done by only the master blowers. We love birds. We have a number of birds. Probably the most favorite bird that we have this year is this bird right here. His name is Jacob. The Inga Glass Company name every single one of their ornaments. And Jacob was purchased because the videographer that is doing our video today is Jacob, Irene's grandson. So we have this one in mind for you, Jacob. He is lovely. This type of feather, doing dyed feathers. Very, very, very fun in the Inga glass. They've done the traditional glass feathers, but the contemporary colorful feathers, dyed feathers, you'll find them in all different ways. Up here you'll find the glass, spun glass. People will remember those. They catch the light beautifully. As we move past the carts, we have a corner of miniature ornaments. People sometimes don't have a big space, and so they will collect the minis. We like to have an assortment, and I think we have plenty for people. As we move down, we call this the wall, the glass wall. Lots and lots and lots of different kinds. Usually the bigger ornaments are on the wall. I'd like to focus a little bit on this purple collection, lavender collection. Inga Glass is going in a little more contemporary mode, we feel, and we wanted to have some of the more contemporary pieces, along, of course, with the traditionals, the reflectors, these reflectors, all the types of ornaments that you would find in Grandma's house or great-grandma's house. Lots of people comment on the old, but the new line, shiny, new, different kinds of colorings, in order for us to incorporate them into our collection of Inga Glass, we chose the lavenders to go with our silver traditional, and culminated in this tree right here, which we are featuring this year, and I'm sure that it will be very, very appealing to a lot of our collectors. We do like to carry advent calendars in different shapes and different types and different sizes. We do have a very small kind of a St. Nicky area for children with small ornaments and small games, pencils, all of those books, children's books, old-fashioned books, ornaments that they can play with, plastic ornaments and hard glass ornaments. Nativities.
The Jesse tree, should we?
The Jesse tree, absolutely. This design is a 24-day Advent calendar, which was actually designed by Irene, John and I's mom, or how do I say that? Our mom. And this is a story about the biblical Jesse tree line. As we were growing up as children, my mom wanted us to have a 24-day calendar that told the real true meaning of Christmas. It starts with Adam and Eve and the apple, and on the top of the Jesse tree is the apple. It goes through all of the lineage of Jesus. It goes Noah's Ark, Abraham, Jacob, Joseph, the Ten Commandments, and Moses. All of these designs were done by Irene, and I'm not quite sure what year this, 1987. So this book came out the year after she opened the shop.
Well, the year before.
Or the year before.
Yeah.
The year before. It comes with not only a coloring book for young children, but it also has the patterns that people are actually able to reproduce this Advent calendar. Opens up big, give you a full-size pattern to make the Jesse tree. Very popular, very exclusive to Sinter Klausen. One last area that I would like to share and show you is our Wenton Kuhn wall and our Wenton Kuhn in the glass case, along with our bottom shelf, which is our Oberammergau nativities. Both of these products are handmade. The nativities are hand-carved wood and hand-painted. They come from about a fourth generation family, which when Irene, my mom, and John were in Germany, they actually visited Oberammergau and were able to link up with this wood carving family to produce the pieces that we are able to get from Oberammergau every year. We have people that have collected the large pieces and the small pieces, and will come in every year to add another piece to the collection. The upper shelf has our Wenton Kuhn products. These also are wood and hand-painted pieces. Wenton Kuhn is celebrating their 100th anniversary this year, in fact, and are coming out with pieces that were made actually 100 years ago. The cart is one of those pieces that is part of their 100th anniversary collection. It is one of those kinds of pieces that has a little different look than it did 100 years ago, but they have stayed very true to their heritage, the beginnings, which was Greta Wendt. It is a family-owned business, continues to be a family-owned business. the Blumenkinder children. They have spring, they have summer, they have fall kinder. They have done a number of pieces in the orchestra. Each year they will come out with a new addition to the orchestra. What amazes me is that there are that many pieces that they're always able to find and come up with something new. The new piece for this year is right here. This angel is playing a shawm. Behind her, in celebration of the 100th anniversary, they have done this angel with the candelabra. Another 2015 feature, new piece, is the treasurer. The treasurer has a gold-plated key. It comes both as a gray base, and it also comes as a collectible, which is a limited edition, signed and numbered piece. Probably the most unusual of the Winton Coon this year, in celebration of their 100th anniversary, is the white angel with the green wings and the 11 dot. It is what they call their white timber collection. It is what they consider to be the ultimate in original design, staying true to form. No color other than those wings. Marguerite angels, even tinier than the green-winged angels you will find in the case. And in addition to all of the figurines, they've also done angels playing instruments, singing, caroling, ringing out the new year, ringing out the Christmas season. We invite you to come in to Sinter Klausen to enjoy all of the beautiful German imports that we do have here. And I thank you, Jacob. Thank you, John.
Thank you, Joan. It was enjoyable to take the tour of the shop. Great job.
Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas.
Christmas.
Goodbye, Nocton.
Okay.
The end.
The end.